Hey everyone, welcome back to Playing Quietly. My name is Ryan, and today I'm bringing you my top 5 handguns from Remnant 2. Now, these aren't necessarily going to be the most powerful handguns, but they're definitely my favorites and the ones that I used the most. Kicking things off at number 5, we have the MP60R. This is the very first gun that we can actually unlock in the game, and I have a feeling that this is the one that carried a lot of us through our first world on our first campaign playthroughs. Incredibly useful gun in that it has an open mod slot. I know I put Hotshot in there and it was able to just shred through most encounters, no problem. Really big help right off the bat for a lot of us. Next up in the number 4 slot is a returning gun from Remnant from the Ashes, the Tech 22. This is also a very versatile gun in that it also has an open mod slot, so we can put whatever we want in there, and it feels so good to fire. That lightning fast fire speed, so much fun, and just shreds things. Also really good for charging our mods, whichever one we choose to put in there. At number 3, we have the Rupture cannon. Again, very versatile and a very powerful handgun. Again, we have the open mod slot, so we can put in anything that we need to put in there to make our builds work. And it hits like a truck. I've seen this used in both mid-game and end-game builds. Very satisfying to fire, and I really like the reload animation on it. Very cool gun. The design of the gun is also very cool. I really like the kind of techno-organic feel it has going. Very, very cool. Love this gun. Number 2 was kind of a difficult call for me, but I had to give it to Nebula. Nebula is actually the gun I probably use the most and in the most builds. The regular fire, which is basically just an acid flamethrower, where the gun really shines is in its baked-in mod, the Nano Swarm. Fire it off, and a bunch of these nano machines are going to seek out the nearest enemies and start attacking. If you build this thing right, that can actually be up 100% of the time. Pair it with a harmonizer for the mutation slot, and this thing is an absolute beast. This thing carried me through more than a few encounters on Apocalypse difficulty. Really good, kind of underrated gun, at least when it was first discovered, but definitely one of my favorites. Before we get to the number 1 slot, I have to give an honorable mention to the Starshot. As someone who really loves astronomy, I just love this gun. Not only does the gun look really cool, it is an incredibly satisfying gun to fire. It has kind of a laser cannon feel to it, and this is probably my favorite reload animation in the game. So cool. Not only that, but the main reason I really love this gun is for the flavor text on it. Shortly after Narud's christening, Cade Jaru and I stood within the core observatory, watching the star at Narud's center glow and burn. He mused, in jest I thought, about creating smaller such stars, the kind one might hold in the palm of their hand. What kind of gods could we be, he wondered. I have since learned that Jaru never jests. Really cool flavor text, I absolutely love it. And finally, at the number 1 slot, you guys all knew that it had to be the Enigma. Once we got this out of the labyrinth, it basically became everybody's go-to gun. The arcing lightning that chains to other enemies just is amazing for clearing out trash, helping us farm, controlling ads, and Lord knows this thing helped me out on every iteration of Annihilation. Even after its nerfs, it's still an absolute powerhouse. And not to mention its baked-in mod, Chaos Driver. Really fun, very unique mechanic. Absolutely love it. Has a bit of a plain design, but it does have those RGB lights, and who can say no to that? Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If there's anything that I left off this list that you feel that I snubbed, let me know in the comments down below. If there's any other lists or any other videos that you'd like me to make, let me know. If you found this video entertaining or helpful, hopefully I have earned your subscription. But until then, we will see you guys next time. Have yourselves a good one.